Well, here today with Nils Groot, one of our students that is going to Fisher College in Boston. And well, this interview is also for him to explain like why he took this journey, a bit about his feelings, and also future expectations. So, thank you for being here with us, Nils.
You're welcome. No problem.
So first of all, man, like you're going this Wednesday, so in 2 days.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Um, Very excited. A little bit nervous, but in a good way. Just like very excited, and yeah, I can't wait to meet everybody there and yeah, start playing CS there.
And what made you take the decision of going to study in the US and compete in the collegiate scene there and not stay in your home country?
um, well, like studying abroad has always been something I wanted to do since I was very young. Like I love to travel and meeting people from different countries, and then um, when I started playing CS and started getting better, I knew that it was possible to uh, get a scholarship and study abroad, even for something like esports, which is still crazy sometimes when I tell it to my friends who don't game. Like you're gonna go to university to play to play video games. Um, but when I first got the opportunity to potentially get a scholarship, I was just super excited to be able to uh, study abroad and also combine that with gaming, which I of course love to do. Yeah, I was just super excited and happy to go for that chance.
That's great, man. And how was the initial response from your parents when you told them about this opportunity and to hop on a call with
Uh,
us? You know,
yeah, so they were of course excited, and but they were also a little bit. I wouldn't say sad, but they were just yeah. I guess just a little bit sad that I was maybe gonna leave the country and study in the US, because of course they're gonna miss me, and it's very different from if I would study here. Even if I would study here in another city and would move out, um, I would still be very close by. But now studying in a fully different country, it's very different for them. But in the end, they were super excited and super supportive. So yeah.
yeah, that's great, man. But honestly, you will come back to the Netherlands in the summer, and if you want, also in the winter. You know, so
Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
that bad. And also,
that's
like in the coming years, you're gonna have so much fun that.
yeah, yeah. I think that was one of the things that made the decision a little bit easier, because in the US, I'm not exactly sure if it's the same for every school, but at least at Fisher we have 2 semesters a year, and like the summer break is pretty long. So that made the
Mhm.
decision a bit easier, since I knew I was going to be in the Netherlands every year for at least 4 months, I think, if you include winter break as well. So
Yeah.
yeah, that made the decision just a lot easier, being able to see my family like still a big part of the year.
Mhm. Yeah, of course. And from the so now that you mentioned Fisher, no, so from the university offers that we presented to you and we talked to other coaches, what made you choose Fisher College as your final decision?
Yeah. So there were, of course, a few things that I kept in mind when deciding which school to go for. One of the things was, of course, the esports program in general. Then the second thing was how uh, did they think about the CS team in particular, because it can depend a lot per school. Uh, Even if they have a big like a big esports program, it depends on. Uh, Sometimes they will have different goals for different games, and for both those two things, I mean, every school offer that I got, I think they had great esports programs. But I felt like what I heard from Fisher when I was talking to them first, I really liked how they thought about CS and what kind of players they were gonna have there. So that's of course something I have to keep in mind when choosing a school, because you want to have the best team to win the most tournaments as possible. Um, and the last thing, which was of course also really important, is like academically, how good is the school, and of course, is the degree I want to pursue, the major I want to do, is that available at the school, which it was. So that was great, because I wouldn't have chosen a school if my degree wasn't possible to pursue there. Of course, even if they had the greatest esports program, it's important that you also feel good there academically.
Yeah, yeah, of course, man, of course. And like, can you tell, can you say an advice that you say to players and coaches, in the scene that want to take this opportunity, but they look at it and it's like very far off, but
Hmm.
actually it's a reality because you made it happen and you're going this Wednesday. So,
Yeah.
an advice that you would give them?
Um, well, personally, when I initially had like this chance, it also felt very far away, because the process seems very long and big, like applying to school, getting your visa, stuff like this. But um, now that I've settled all those things, it doesn't feel as uh, it didn't feel as hard as I initially thought it would. So yeah, I think if you want to study abroad and you like esports, it's something you love to do, I think you can always go for it, and the process is not as hard and big as it seems.
Very good, man. And what would be your objectives academically and in esports in the US? I know they might change within the
Hmm.
first year or from the next 4 years when you graduate, but now in your mind, what academic goals and esport goals do you want to achieve in CS in the US?
Yeah, so I'll start off academically. So I'll be majoring in psychology, and if you well, personally, what I want to achieve with that is like eventually become a psychologist, become a clinical psychologist. So you have to eventually keep studying even after getting your bachelor. So for me, academically, it's important to get good grades, and yeah, I'm very competitively, not only in esports but also academically. So I want to be on the top of my class. So that's one of my goals. So yeah, a lot of studying probably, um, and uh, that's one thing I really like about Fisher's. I imagine it being similar for a lot of schools, but what I've noticed especially in Fisher's, that the esport directors check your grades, and they keep up with your grades. So I think it's if you drop below a 2 or 2.5 GPA, you're not allowed to play or practice with the team until you get your grades back up. So I think that's really good, because yeah, it just helps you keep a bit more discipline with your academics, since of course your study is your number one what's it called, uh,
Priority?
yeah, it's your number one priority, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
um, and after that, then your second priority will be esports basically. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's great. I mean, not only can you not train, but you can also not compete in the university
Yeah.
leagues. So maintaining that GPA is crucial, man. Nils, I really appreciate your time, man, for adding value to the community, and we'll for sure stay in touch, man.
Yeah. All right.
Have a great one, man, and thank you
Yeah.
for your time.
No problem. You too.